Hello, and welcome to Let's Program with Cientier, and today we're going to continue working on the task tracker. Last time we spent forever making move category work, which is probably why you see it on the screen right now, sort of. In between episodes, I did remember with my handy-dandy note to add the icons to a couple of the new forms we made. Now, what do I want to do today? Well, there's a number of things that I want to do. A bunch of them are going to be kind of complicated, I suspect, but that's okay. I don't think I need main window open right now. Category view control, I probably will. Is this the... maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I had the burps. There's something that lets me edit tasks. I don't think it's this. I'll undoubtedly need to do more things in there, but task module will need... I'm going to want to do some stuff to due dates because there's different types of due dates. So I'm going to want to add an enum for what type of due date this is. But let's see, category control, is this the right thing? No. This is one of these guys right here. Okay. So we remember we have this whole flow master. If you click on the name, it shows this task edit form dialog. What I actually want to do is I want to int cat ID equals task dot category ID because something's very important about to happen. If cat ID is not equal task dot category ID, actually, let's do it this way. Equals this here. Okay, this is what we do normally. Else. Okay, this is the important thing. Right here, if we've changed the tasks category, then reload stuff accordingly. Basically, we don't need to do any of this stuff because what we're going to do is we're going to program dot oh, interesting. Okay. What we would actually need to do would be like, okay. So I do need to open program back up because what I basically need to do is this. So I'm going to just add a thing for that. Public, actually, kernel static void select task main window dot select task causes the program to select the indicated task to select. Hooray! My nose feels like it's got a hair poking weirdly because of the microphone. Something. You know, sometimes I feel like my nose hairs are... Oh, there's a little piece of fuzz. Probably from a blanket or something. Sometimes I feel like nose hairs are longer than they really have any need to be. Okay, so I went program.select task. So basically what's going to happen is this little thing is going to go kapoof because we're going to select a new task. If we move the task. Basically, if we move the task to a different category, we need to like select that. So that was sort of the idea behind that. I actually probably will need to do more stuff here, so I'm going to leave this open for the moment. Categories, I think I'm done with the moment. I can't think of a whole lot else. Oh, wait, no, there is something that I do need to add to these. I need to figure out how I want to save categories. So this is something actually that I was just thinking. So let's go ahead and I need to add stuff to there. I need to add stuff to due date. Add item form. I think I don't need. Category control, task module, I'll need. Let's just go to the main window right now. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I want to do. I want to add a save. This is pretty straightforward. Need to add another line. Let's move close and exit underneath that. Let's go ahead and also add archive completed tasks. This needs to go up here. Save needs our shortcut keys for save. The good old Control S. I do want to add autosave functionality. But save is going to need to kind of do the standard save thing. And archive completed tasks is going to be a complicated piece of functionality. So when I save, one of the things I'm going to do is not save tasks that have been completed. So when I go to task, I need to have some more information in here. So we have the category ID, but I want to add some more specific stuff. So let's just go ahead and start adding some things. I want date, time, created. Equals date time dot now. This is just going to be a timestamp of when this was made. So public date time creation date. Actually, let's go ahead and change this name to be creation date like this, just to sync these up. And then this is just going to get return creation date. So this right here is when date the task was, let's see, date and time when the task was made. So this is really important because I want to be able to keep track of this. I'm also going to need to add priorities. Not sure how I want to do that yet, though. So I'm going to drink some water. Oh, yeah. So the creation date is something that I'm not sure that I need to, like, have displayed on the control view task control page, but I do want it in the general properties. But I'm also going to need a public boolean archived. If true, then this task should be also completed. Actually, get set when tasks are archived. Public bool completed equals false. Marks whether or not the task has been completed. So there's a couple of things that I kind of want to do. Notably, I want to make it so that way completed tasks have a darker or have a different appearance than tasks that have not been completed, and archive tasks should be further still modified in their appearance. So technically, you should only get archived when you're getting marked archived in the archive function. which I haven't written yet, but you should be able to load archives, but the loading and archive process adds the archive tasks in. It does not. What's the right word? It does not. Effectively, like add them as new tasks or something. So they'll all be archived. So when you save it, it will not save archived tasks, because the only way to archive a task is to set them into an archive, is to save completed tasks in the archive. So this is kind of an idea of like allowing you to be able to kind of get rid of stuff, the chaff and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea with that. Okay. So, what do I want to pursue next? I'm gonna go ahead and close task. Well, okay. So let's actually go up here. Let's make priority. So the order doesn't necessarily matter in this. So let's just go back burner, low, medium, high, immediate. Let's just go with these for our priority names. We'll call this priority levels. And then we'll go ahead and come down here and go public priority levels priority. By default, stuff is going to be low priority, but so I kind of want to be able to like change colors based on priority as well, potentially. The priority of this task. So I want to be able to have a list of tasks by priority as well. But that'll probably come up in the search parameters. This is going to be pretty complicated to set that up, but okay. So that's what I want to do with tasks for now. This right here is just going to perform like the save functionality. So I'm just going to make a public void save. And right here, this is just going to call save. This right here is going to perform the archive action. Archive action. So this is going to need to do stuff like binary. Okay, I need to throw up using system.io because that's what I love. Okay. Binary writer output equals new binary writer file dot create. So this is interesting. What I actually think I might do with the archives is I think I might actually create text, because I think that I want to output the archive in a way that's more human readable, because I'm not sure actually how much I want to be able to load in the archive, right? There's stuff that's done and completed, and as I've been thinking about, like trying to load them back in is going to be a messy affair, because if stuff is in a category that already exists, I have to try to identify that. And with category names and stuff, like the whole category archive structure needs to be saved in the save process. So it'll be kind of impossible to sort of tell. So yeah, but this needs to use the properties dot settings. Let's actually just add a let's see. I want to go static public string get get save path and static public string get save file name. So this will return get save path plus data file name. Right here, this is just gonna do this basically. Remember, the save location gets set to that. And then I can just, instead of that, I can just do that. Okay. Gets the directory to save stuff to, ending with a slash. The save path. And the file name to save data to. The file name to save the data to. Whatever. Sometimes those are very similar. Okay, so this should be program dot get save path plus, and then this is the interesting thing. I need to do datetime dot now dot to file time. What converts? When is file time? No, I just want to string and I want to use y dd plus what is it, like ss plus .txt. Okay, what did I do wrong? Right, this is not, okay, this needs to be a stream writer because we're doing that. And then I had an extra, apparently. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so the archive process, archive stuff, and then output dot close. The idea of this is that it's just like, I will test some of this functionality out later, but this is going to need to be a binary writer, output equals new binary writer file dot create, and this is program dot save file name, and then write stuff, and then it just goes output dot close. Always make sure to close your stuff. So one thing that's really important is output dot write 0. Version number, always have it. You'll be very upset with yourself if you do not include a version number. I know, because I have not included version numbers and stuff, and I've been very upset with myself. So this saves all unarchived data. So it's really important to just make sure you periodically like archive completed tasks. Yeah. just it. I mean, not like super duper important, but it's just a way of like when you relaunch the program, it will clear out everything. So yeah, that's definitely useful. Okay. So what's the next thing that I want to do? That's a good question. That is a good question, Santiro. What is the next thing that you want to do? I think what I want to do next is that's just prepping stuff for later. I don't need that open right now. No, I don't need this open. So I think I do want to go ahead and just general properties stuff up. Okay. So let's see. How do I want to present this? Do I want just a bunch of group boxes? And I can just make a bunch of group boxes. This is date of creation, which I'm keeping track of. Relevant. Field creation date. Excuse me, that was a burp. That's a nice burp. I'll say that. Field creation date dot text equals task dot owner dot creation date dot toString. I'm just gonna use the default formatting. I do want to change the default formatting in here actually for that, but I'm not gonna worry for the due date. Or no, I need to change it elsewhere. But I want to change the default formatting for the due date because I don't like the way that it presents more information than I need. Let's see. Okay, so the next bit of information that I can go in general properties is priority. So where's my handy dandy group box? Again, I'm not actually sure that I'm going to be moving these things around, so I'm not like naming them. Priority. Combo box. This is a good spot for a combo box. Yep. It's just. Yeah. It's going to be way wider than it needs to be, but, you know. What we're working with. Field priority. Okay. Go back in here and go field priority dot items dot add. So this is going to be for int I equals 0, I is less than equal to int task dot priority levels dot immediate. That was the highest one. Plus I. And then that's supposed to be semicolon. I'm starting to get a little hungry, so maybe I should take a call it after this episode. It's not necessarily a bad idea. Okay, so I want to go task.priority levels I.toString. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and fill that out, and then field priority dot selected index. And then I just need to get the tasks owner dot priority. And then when that changes, I just need to make sure I update the priority. like so. Boom. Okay, so now we can change the priority, which is good. Okay, so what other stuff did we add? We added like completed and archived and that sort of thing. That's not something I'm immediately worrying about. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and go in here. And one of the things that I kind of wanted to do was, based on things like priority and stuff, change some of the presentation, but I'm not actually going to worry about that right now. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just like check, just add a task. Yep. Boom, boom. And now we have date of creation, see, which is really cool. I should be able to set the priority immediate, for example. And it doesn't change anything else because I don't have a way of like indicating the priority, but I'll be doing that. I will be doing that. Again, I'm kind of liking the idea of changing the color, or maybe I can do something else. Let's see. There is one control that I want to add to these, actually, which is I want to add a checkbox. Well, I mean, if you're just going to be obstinate about it. How do I want to do this? I'll just do it this way. Well, it's just so much easier if I do it over here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and set Flowmaster auto size to false. Just because it's going to be easier to work with if it's false. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to go Flowmaster.auto size equals true. But when I'm over here, this should allow me to be able to do stuff like add a checkbox. This is the completed checkbox. Has the text. So this is something that I actually should check. I know I have that checkbox, but do I have a checkbox with a link? Because if I have a checkbox with a link, that would be better. Not immediately seeing one. Though I will admit that my ability to focus may be getting slightly diminished by being hungry. Do you have any sort of like break? Oh, I don't think I want that. I think it has something to do with being part of a flow control. Okay, so whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna put the text completed right here. Actually, I was thinking about making this a button instead of a checkbox, which is better. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. For now, I'm going to go ahead and make this a checkbox. And go ahead and do double click it, check changed. Owner dot completed equals completed dot checked. I guess technically this should have completed dot checked equals owner dot completed. Okay, and then I guess I need to make sure that flowmaster.controls.add completed. And then this should allow me to be able to add a category, ask mark it completed. Yeah, that's fine. Go back here. It's still marked completed. So that's cool. I think I might make that a button though, because I'm not sure that you should be able to like unmark a task completed per se. I don't know. I'll need to think about how I want to handle that. Unmark it completed. It's unmarked. Cool. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here because I feel like if I there's a lot of those. That is kind of where I'm gonna wrap things up for now. Until next time, take care, everyone. Bye bye.